Let's talk about how to get bounding boxes using the XYZ reporting options to Microsoft Excel tables. So to do this, we're going to type in kind of our bounding box table get model XYZ. And what this is going to report out is the item name, the item root, the X value, Y value, and Z value, and also a scale factor associated with those. And we can run that on the active model or a wildcard, or we can actually use the table input, and we can also scale the values as they're being written to Excel. So in this particular case, I'm going to create a new table just from scratch, and we'll call this X, Y, Z vals. And we're going to write this to, let's do this to wow tab, and we'll copy and paste this down as our target reference, our target for our Excel table. So when I run this, it's going to just take the active model, which is this current speaker assembly here. And you'll notice here that it has written out the 3 different values for the X, Y, and Z bounding box for that particular model. If we modify this to say we want the PRT files, you'll notice that it's going to go in and query what's in session and report back each of those values in an X val, Y val, Z val reference. If we scale this and say, I really like this to be scale factor of 10, we should see all of those numbers increase, which they do. And if you also want to get a little bit more interesting with this, we can also reference specific models using a table. So I'm going to insert and just create a new table here. Item name is the conventional, is the common iterative reference that we use for tables. And I'm just going to grab a couple of these models that are here, and let's just paste those values here. And then I'm going to create a table by highlighting that region, highlighting that region, doing Control T, indicating that my table, when I create it, does have a header. And then I'm just going to give it a name like my table. So I'm going to actually reference that table, TBL : my table, as the input reference, and I'm still going to be writing out to that this final table over here. So when we run this, it's actually reading the contents of this. It's iterating through each of these things, and then getting the bounding box for each of those models and reporting to the table there. So a very powerful capability, very useful. And you can actually, this table doesn't have to be a manually defined one. It could actually be pulled in through a CSV file or be the result of a Power Query that's ran in Excel.